Welcome back, everybody, to the Lotus League matches where we set our hearts ablaze. And speaking of ablaze, we got the United Hashiras versus Dark Lords Gaming. First pick will go to the Hashiras, but Dark Lords have elected to go to Kyogre. Bans are already in progress, and once again, folks, you guys know the rules. Charizard must be banned. Mega Charizard, why I never heard of it. Get it out of here. And you know what? Take Mega Gyarados and Mega Lucario out with you. And Big Blastoise. I don't want to see him. Nobody does. You won't get the chance. Get it out of here. You know what? Take me out too. I don't like Payday. And get rid of that duck. They all gotta go. With that out of the way, let's get on to these picks. First pick, going to the Hashiras. Who will they set their hearts ablaze with first? Yoshi Crafter doesn't know what it wants to settle on. A bit unorganized. Wants an all-rounder of some sort, I am guessing, and it's going to land on Metagross. Back at Dark Lords. Looks like they're going to want a double defender composition here. And they're going to want... Oh, wait, let's see what they pick. Holding my breath here. First pick there will be Saralage, followed by Umbreon. Now to the next two picks. They know what they want right away. They want some heals. They want Vaporeon. It looks like they also want Clefable. Aqua Wing, Moonlight, anybody? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's going to be the most well-protected Metagross you've ever seen in your life. But not shaking his DLG. They see that front line. You know what? I'm going to shoot you from afar. And there's nothing you can do about it. And we got an Alcremie. Now what? Hashiras are responding. Looks like they're going to need an attacker of their own. They might land on Mew. They might land on Delphox. There's a lot of good choices here. They are going to definitely land on Mimikyu and Mew. We're here to fight and we're here to win. Last pick going to DLG. Let's see who they land on. It looks like they want a brawler of their own and a partner to go with Cheryl. They might settle on Palmon. There it is. Palmon, baby. Palmon with the double stacking. Final preparations are in progress. Remember, folks, have your movesets ready and pre-selected. Moveset 1, 2, or a custom moveset of your choice. But have it selected. Because once this game starts, you are locked into that moveset. You don't want to be a Walt Disney here and forget to pick the moveset. Shout out to the Walt, the side-up goat. Well, maybe I should say the second greatest Psyduck of all time because the first one goes to me. I'm the strongest Psyduck you'll ever see. Promise. All right, and now it begins. Funny enough, there's only 3 badges and it's all on Hashiras. They know what they're doing with those mons. Hopefully. A lot of X speeds here in this lobby from the Hashiras. They love to be fast. They love to stay on their feet. They don't want to get caught out by anywhere. Doubt they'll be able to escape the Palmon and the Saralage, though. Once they're on you, those mons are just on you. Time to go indeed. We're gonna have Metagross as the resident jungler here. Interesting. At the bottom, we got Mew, and we got Vaporeon. At the top, we got Clef and a Mimikyu. On the other side, we got Alcremie and Saralage. At the bottom is Umbreon and Miraidon. Hey, that rhymes there. Palmon is the resident jungle for DLG. They're taking major damage from this Mimikyu here. They're going to have to back off already. They're going to be able to compete for this farm ASAP. Just missed. Oh, wait. He got the secure there? No, I think he just missed it. Just barely missed it. Back over. Mimikyu's out for blood here. That Alcremie just got away, and more passivity from DLG already on a back foot. At the top, Metagross is going to join them, and at the bottom, both teams have stabilized. Vaporeon is level 4. That is a power spike, and so is Umbreon. This is going to be a balanced fight. Over at the top, though, that's more interesting. Both junglers are going to appear there. It's almost time for 850Bs. Time to compete. Who gets what? Metagross is going in. There's the gyros. There's the gyro ball. Getting massive gyros. He's hitting multiple targets. The more target he hits, the stronger that shield is. And he's going in right now with a tackle. Metagross getting another gyro ball. It should be right here. And major damage. Mewtwo's going to have to clean up here. There's another gyro ball. KO. Double KO. Hashiras are taking the lead. 51-0. Back at the bottom. Back at the bottom, it's pretty much evened out, but I would say Umbreon's the winner of that skill. He has 30 points. Both teams are stabilizing. Metagross is not elected to go back to his jungle. He's about to get everything he needs here. He's at level 7. He is the lobby leader in terms of levels. Both teams showing presence here at Regidrago. Let's see how they fight for it. The Hashiras have the advantage. They have a Mew for secure and Solar Beam or Electric Ball. Let's see which one they pick. Setting up that light screen. Oh, missed it. Alcremie secures it himself. But Mimikyu goes in. Major damage. Palma can only do so much. There's the Solar Beam. Whips on the Palma. He's going to have to back up here. There's the Tellage going in. Gravity slows him down, but not enough. There goes that burn damage. A bit of a stutter there. Game, please, game. It doesn't matter. Everything's stabilizing. 720Bs are here. Time to compete once again. Palma diving in. There's the Gyro Ball and there's the Electric Ball. Secured. Charge Beam, creating some distance, creating some space. There is a Secure with Thunder. Sorry, with the boosted. All right. Now, there are all 5 members of DLG are at the bottom. Mimikyu is left up top by itself to get big and strong. And it will get big and strong. Metagross out there, getting its zone, becoming level 9. It's on its way down. Settle's just heading up to get some farm itself. Minimize all the experience that Mimikyu's getting. Big fat fight is happening at the bottom for the Reggie Ice. There's the Hydro Pump. Oh man, Metagross going in. You're trapped in the dome. You're trapped in here with me, not the other way around. There's Secure from Palma with the Reggie Ice. Hashiras are making a move towards the pad. They have the advantage. They should go in right now. Umbreon is isolated, taking major damage. Won't be able to get away with that one. Wait, it does. There's a shield and there's a berry. But it's back in there, taking major damage. Mew providing a lot of cover fire. That's big damage with the Solar Beam. Here's another Gyro Ball coming down in. Another stutter here. What is happening today? Oh, there's some scores in. DLG's gonna have to let that one go. Nice overcap. 140, 191 to 4. Well, when one door closes, another one opens. DLG has access to more farm. Miraidon's going to be level 9 soon. Theralage is already level 9. Mimikyu's going to be double 10 soon. That's a lot of farm there. It's getting everything it needs to snowball here. 2 level 10s over on Hashiras, with the rest being level 8s. And they all get their ults at level 8. Everything's in order. Both teams might be looking for a fight here at center. Theralage is holding its ground here, waiting for an excuse to engage, waiting to use that ult. His finger's already on the trigger. You getting some vision here with Vaporeon. Taking a lot of entry damage, but so is Yumi and company. All right. Hashiras moved down, but DLG moves up, it looks like. No farm, no objectives yet. No need to rush things. Well, there is farm. DLG's gonna get it. No one wants to press anything, but what objective will each team fight for? Looks like there's gonna be a split push for Hashiras. Some are gonna go to the bottom, even though that's gonna be a slow rip. Palma's gonna meet them down there. There's the Shadow Sneak in. Umbreon just waiting for someone to go in. And looks like DLG's gonna fight for this objective. And Hashiras gonna fight for bottom. There's that secure. There's the metronome from Clef. There's the gravity. Please don't stop pushing me. It hurts. Mimikyu's gonna have to let that one go, man. There's that score. Back at the bottom. Hashiras are not quite done ripping that. Mew just uses secure. And just too slow. You're gonna pay for your insolence. Oh, wait. He's backing up here. Nope, that's a KO. Try again in your next life. Hashiras with the lead, 191 to 94, and they have the level lead. The ball is firmly in their court. But once again, one opportunity goes away, but another one is open. There is more farm to be had. Nature is healing. Bit of a slower pace set. Not a lot of big team fights are happening. They only happen every so often. Both teams are just going to prepare for the final competition down in about a minute. It's going to be Kyogre once again, but even though I'm more of a fan of Groudon myself, that's a more exciting buff to fight for. And if I had to guess, both teams are lagging a bit like crazy. That might be due to the same lobby being used from the last set. Might opt for a lobby reset. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, yeah, we all see that. That was bad. Can't reset it though. We're just gonna have to play it out. Both teams are going through it, so best team wins no matter what. Mimikyu heading to the top here might try to get its farm to get its all in levels. There is that Hydro Pump popping the passive for Umbreon here. Massive damage on the Alcremie, but massive damage against everyone else. That is a juicy Miraidon ult. That could be an ace, but Metagross isn't done yet. It's fighting tooth and nail to the end. Uh-oh. Back up there, Metagross. Oh, it's going for a fight, but it's just being outranged. He's going to have to back off here. That is a stalemate. Triple KO for Metagross. Oh, bad news for Dark Lords Gaming. They can't afford to trade here. They are firmly behind. They're going to have to make a play and do a refight. No more ults are available for any team. The ball once again is in the Hashiras court. Metagross threatening bottom path, perhaps for a back cap. Palmut's moving in towards the top. Another engage is going to happen. Miraidon's got Shadow Snuck. But it doesn't go in. Palmut's going for a flank, but if you do that, you gotta surrender the team fight. Metagross is not stopping here. That's not enough to win the game. Now down for this refight. It's still going on. Armon's taking all this abuse and taking a lot of damage. So they can't quite finish out. Metagross is trying to rip here. Oh no, he's just starting. Down goes Mimikyu. KO'd. Sorry, down goes Palmont. Mimikyu's fine. There's another lag spot. Down goes Umbreon. 20 seconds left. And that should do it. Hashiras take game one. A laggy game one. But a dub is a dub, and the dub is in the tub. And that's all she wrote. All right. Final score, 459 to 175. Hashiras' favor. MVP is Yoshi Crafter on Metagross. 12-15 at the end of that exchange. 70 points scored. 10 KOs. Big stuff. 5 assists, only outdone by the Vaporeon with 11. 83 overall rating. Excellent work from Hashiras. And impressive damage to do, almost 100k. All right, folks, that was a little laggy, as we can all see. I'm going to go for a lobby reset. Uno momento. Oh, hopefully this lobby reset can minimize the lag spikes that both teams are experiencing. That is just the nature of this game. Can't really do anything about it but play through it. Competitors, after all. Just waiting for the go-ahead from the Hashiras, and then we can start it up again. Hashiras will take the first pick, and the map will stay on Kyogre. All right, both teams are ready. Get it on. All right, let's see that Charizard ban. Can't trick me anymore. This isn't my first rodeo. Just ban it. Yep, there it is. I don't even know what the bans would be this second game. They barely got to play the first game. But I imagine the bans to stay the same. So far they are, actually. Thanks for that last ban, and it's actually going to be Psyduck. All right, sorry about that. I had to fix something. Looks like each team's going to start off with a respective defender, and Vaporeon for Hashiras and Slowbro for a DLG, followed by a Clef and an Umbreon, alongside Tinkaton. Oh, wait. Yep, Tinkaton. Now they're doing a pump fake there. But DLG is going to have an all-arounder of their own. And it looks like Blaziken. Blaziken is still a very powerful mon despite the minor nerf it had on its Blaze Kick. Blaze Kick went from unstoppable to hindrance resistant. Back in the chat, we got Zoro here. Hey, we got a member of For Fun here in the chat. What's up, Zoro? Final picks for the Hashiras is going to be Serledge and Glaceon. Over at DLG is going to have a Cinderace. That's a red pick. Alongside Mewtwo Y. That's more damage. Zoro, this is game 2 of the set. Game 1 went to the Hashiras. I will say it's been a very laggy experience, but hopefully it's a lot better now. Matches are about to start up here. That Glaceon's going to be a problem. That Glaceon's going to be a big problem unless someone actually deals with it. But given what tools DLG has, that's a tough call. That's a tough answer. But we'll see how it plays out. Let's begin again. Game 2 of the Lotus League. Hashiras versus the DLG set. We set our hearts ablaze. At the bottom lane, we got Vaporeon and Glaceon. The EV lane. That's already a very powerful lane. Followed by Mewtwo Y and Slowbro. No slashes themselves. At the top, we got Tinkaton and Umbreon. And we have Torchic and a Clefairy already getting that first secure. Next secure going to the Umbreon. Back at the bottom, both teams are stabilizing. Both are trying to get their level 4s here, and they're about to get it with this piece of farm. Mewtwo Y with much of the secures. Mewtwo Y has 26 points. Just mistimed it. There's that surf. Oh, stay on them. Don't stay on them. They're about to get 4. Stay on them. At the top, Sailor's having a field day about a triple KO finish from Sarilege. Oh no, the balance is broken. Sailor's gonna leave top, or no, they could get top all by itself. It's gonna reach 7 uncontested. The last piece of farm for the Tinkaton. Jungler's back over here, and Clefable actually gets it secured. KO goes, well, down goes Umbreon. Sailor's back. Trying to punish somebody for their hubris, and it's going to be Clefable. Moonlight can only do so much. It's going to have to X-speed away and take a berry to boot. Sailor doesn't like that very much, and down goes Clefable. Back at the bottom, got the EVs keeping up pace. Both lanes are strong. Both lanes are actually pretty strong here. Or I should say both sides of this lane. Regidrago has spawned in, and it's time to fight for it. Vaporeon's trying to space away, but Mewtwo has tools to just not be stunned at all. It's time to secure here. Body blocking the Ice Charge, but it's not enough, but they get a KO for it, and that was the real goal they were going for. Stallion is going in. He might get a huge KO here. He gets an ult. Oh no! 4 KOs. This man got a quad. He's level 10 at 720. Now he's gonna take the jungle. He cannot be stopped here. Big KOs from Sarilege, and he's not done yet. Give me this farm and your life. What is this? You want some too, slow, bro? Get out of here. You can't stop what I am. Well, maybe in the flood zone. He's gonna have to bail here. He's done plenty. And he's not going to stop. He's taking out the farm away from DLG, the lifeblood of any team. Huge play from the Sarilege. Big play. Hashiras are turning their attention mostly to top lane. The Blaziken, they're going to be able to get it. Oh, the good attempt from the Vaporeon. Hyper Pump actually almost stole it. Sailor's waiting for a big ult. Time to feed me. Feed me more. Feed me more. Feed me more. Triple KO. And it's a cure from Umbreon. The 2v1. How did that happen? A huge upswing in momentum for the Hashiras. They're doing very well in this set so far. Mewtwo Y Bean, look. Umi's going in. That's free damage right there. Give me that. That Mewtwo Y ult is a little too late. There's no follow-up, and oh no! Trapped again! Time to eat again! We're having Mewtwo's for breakfast. The clock is at 5:20. That means there's no jump pad. They're gonna have to let that one go. Cinderace and Blaziken doing a smart thing and just leaving that pad to roast. Trying to get some stacks in right here and going for a decent overcap of 18. And they're gone. The balance is broken, however. The score is 223 to 126, the Hashiras' favor. Brown making its move, getting a mean look on Cinderace. But took a lot of damage for that. A whole lot of damage. Oh no, the ults are flying. Another big Sarlacc ult. Down goes Blaziken. And you know what? I'll raise you my own ult. Cinderace with the pick. That's a huge pick. And now look at this. Cinderace is now level 13. Oh no, here comes the clapback. The Hashiras are paying for that overextension. And that's an ace for DLG. Good patience. Cinderace is now level 14 along with Saralage. Uh-oh. We're gonna have a set here. I feel it. Demonic. But Hashiras are not going to slow down. There's another objective to fight for in Regieleki. Then, Blaziken, that mean look. All forces advance on Blaziken. All forces advance on Slowbro. Oh, wait, couldn't get it. Slowbro's big. Down goes Umbreon. They're like taking off the healer in Clefable. Oh, Umi's in total. That is a Powerball to the face. The attackers are taking over. Man, that's a Powerball snipe. Double sniped. DLG catching up. The score is 223 to 207. Balance has been restored between these two teams. This game 2 is anyone's right now. It could go either way. Regidrago's about to disappear in about 2 seconds. There it goes. All farm in the center disappears at the 230 mark. Challenge about to reach its 15, but Cinderace got there first. Now, a level 15 Cinderace by the main fight? That's... I pray for that front line that Cinderace has got the A-press against. You're gonna need it, son. We have you in our hearts. It is indeed a close battle. Defenders here getting vision. You only mainly see Slowbro here. Gonna have to potion off that damage. Going back in for a bush check. Only sees Vaporeon here. There goes the Vaporeon passive. Yep. Slowbro took too much damage. Unanswered. And now the balance is broken once again. Hashiras are making their move. There's the Saralage ult. Cinderace can't avoid all those Ice Ball Spears. There's the eject for the kill. And the scores are happening. There's no ults left. And no, we do not count Blaziken. And Tinkaton smash. More scores going in for the Hashiras. 475 to 207. And they get to rip for free. Yep, that's a game 2 win for the Hashiras. Set is 2-0. The Hashiras marching into town, all united for one last team push. This team push is a formality. This is about to be a massacre. At least a massacre for Saralage. He goes down. Chansey chasing in that silly attacker. You think I would forget you? Get back here. No! My legacy. Yep, that should be all she wrote for this game 2. Final score for the Hashiras, 711 to 207. Wrapped up this set real quick, like the Mart. Checking out this report cards. MVP actually goes to Umi. 9 KOs and 8 assists, 86 overall rating. However, tied for MVP rating is Solus with 17 KOs and 5 assists. Why isn't he the MVP? Something's not right. Let's check out this battle data. They're pretty much neck and neck here. 95k plus. Only outdone by the Cinderace from DLG. Good stuff to him. He applied a lot of pressure. He did his job to the T. They actually almost took that setback, DLG. They lost initially that top fight at Reggie Ice. But then Hashiras overextended and they turned that around and the balance has been restored for that game. Hopefully they could be on the positive end of such exchanges and have this set be competitive. Gotta stay tuned. Server updated. Please restart the game. Random server update. All right. Gotta let everyone know. All right, gonna have everyone reset their game and get everyone back in here. Yeah, everyone's watching the stream and say, "Hey, yo, reset that. We're looking bad." All right, hey, sit tight. We're gonna have everything start back up real soon. If I didn't know any better, I would say Slasher is pissed. Can't say I blame him though. They were playing a slideshow. Looks like we're gonna run it back, same map, same picks. Waiting for the go-ahead to start. Well, teams are ready. Let's get started. There goes Lotus with the follow. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Welcome to the fold. You're already playing a match and you're following. Good stuff. Oh yeah, same as before. That's not really the issue. It's just really the issue is the server. Oh, hopefully it's better now. Everyone complained to the devs and they obliged. There was a server update. Deck is opening up with Trevenant, first time appearing in this set. Now it looks like they're gonna mix it up here. Keep DLG on their toes. DLG's actually going to respond with a Slowbro and a Hoopa themselves. Interesting first picks. Not bad ones. Interesting ones. Actually, they're pretty good, I have to say. We got a Garchomp, and we have it being supported by Vaporeon. Next picks here, a pink for DLG. We got Suicune, and we got Serena. Serena's such a problem mod. It just keeps stomping away and sliding through, getting armor, getting sustain, getting health, all this mobility. Serena's a problem if you don't stop it early. The definition of a snowball type Pokemon. More like a cornball, if you ask me, but I said my piece. Final picks for the Hashiras leading the set 2-0 will be Mimikyu and Alolan Raichu, followed by a repeat performance from the Cinderace. Teams are picking their potential last movesets for the set. If the Hashiras win this, they win the entire thing. DLG has to respond now. There's no more time to rally. Ten more seconds, and then we can finally begin. Game 3 of the Lotus League. United Hashiras versus Dark Lords Gaming. Set your hearts ablaze, folks. This is going to be a hot one. All right, let's get game 3 started, potentially the last of this set. Everyone's taking their positions. Get used to that sound, folks. Chomp, 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 chomp. What's this? A little early for a berry seal. Berries aren't active yet. Getting this red buff uncontested. That's an important buff for Hoopa to take. And he ran away with it, and no one saw him until it was too late. Hoopa getting major damage here, but not for the berry. But he peeled him into his jungler. That should be a KO'd. Cinderace. Uh-oh, get out of there. Oh, he still gets the pick on Gibble. Mimikyu gets his level 5 no matter what. He just has to wait a little bit. But it's by himself. Oh, that should be a KO'd Mimikyu. Done. Finito. KO. DLG's taking firm control of the set early. They're not pulling any punches, and that's another completion right there. Down should be Vaporeon? Oh, almost. Back at the bottom, both teams are stabilizing here. A little bit of a lead to the Slowbro. He's level 5. Back at the top. Balance has been restored. In the favor of DLG, Hashiras has to play some catch-up. So next is almost level 7. That's another power spike. Hoop was heading on in, slowing down the progression of their jungler, the lifeblood of this team. Hoop was not alone, though. He's slowly getting surrounded. It is a trick Hoopa. Back over here at Regidrago. The rest of the teams are fighting for it. City's getting a lot of entry damage, but it's just not enough. Slowbro's taking a lot of punishment here, but it gets secured by Cinderace. At the cost of Slowbro. Oh, just missed that Fireball, but that was a good eject. He was in major danger. Hoopa's still over here being a nuisance. He brought the jungler out of that fight. So good stuff to Hoopa. Massive Pyro Ball, but it got Shadow Snook. No avail. More damage here. DLG is not playing any games instead. Another massive Pyro Ball. Down goes Vaporeon. No more heals right now. They're securing the space and the farm. They're about to start this objective down right. Back at the top, we have the two all-arounders brawling it out with Serena with a 2-level lead. That Gibble's not going to be able to do much. There's that Horn Leech, but it can only do so much. And the Pyro Ball secure. No, Trevenant gets it with a curse. Balance has been broken. The Hashiras are fighting back. Hoopa has the trick, but he got Shadow Snook. Where do you think you're going? Thought I forgot about that Jello invade? Here, invade this. Back at the top. This is the ultimate battle of ultimate destiny happening over here. Gibble's holding it. Gibite's holding its own, giving whatever form it can. It's about to be level 8. Catching up to Serena here. Gibite's gonna have a lot of backup, and it's here first. Where's the Horn Leech? There's the full heal. Major damage from the Cinderace. But Gray, the Serena's gonna go down, but not without taking down Gibite. Another massive Pyro Ball. He's on point with these. And the objective is being started here. More major damage for this Slowbro, just stalling out this Mimikyu. There's the secure. Back to the team fight. There's the Serena ult. Ulting down the the Alolan Raichu. There's the Mimikyu ult, but it broke through the shield, and so the ult now breaks. Now it's Trevenant's turn. It's passive, it's proccing, but that's just not enough. That's way too much damage there. And Cinderace knows it. He's going in for the kill. All that's left is Vaporeon, but Ocarine just ran out, and he's getting stunned a lot. Even Vaporeon doesn't like to be stunned. Bunny on bunny violence preventing that Cinderace from scoring those 40 points. Sorry, DLG taking the lead for the first time this set, 80 to 87. And they got the level lead too. Hashiras are not taking this sitting down though. They're gonna fight for that bottom objective. But while that is happening, we got DLG fighting for top. All the Umbreons here. More hands on deck. There's more backup. These supports and defenders gonna go down here. Back at the rest at the bottom. DLG's making a fight. And they secured Regieleki. Major damage on the Raichu, backing him up here. That's another score break. Cinderace might go down here. A double KO for the Garchomp. Triple KO for the Garchomp. Misses the Dragon Rush. Dragon Claw combo. But he caught up to Hoopa. Secured the KO by Raichu. Hashiras fighting back. 114 to 169. Checking out the chat, we got JV Fighter 22 saying, "Let's go DLG." Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Enjoy these hot matches. Set your hearts ablaze. Looks like that's a secure from Suicune for the Registeel, but at what cost here? Oh, that's an ult on. Hey, you got to finish off that Mimikyu like right now. There it is. Good Slowbro ult and right on time. It's time to farm back that ult. There's plenty of it too. These team fights are going back and forth. DLG with more life in them for the first time in this entire set. Will they take this third game? They're prepping up for it. What's this Hoopa up to? All right, just getting vision. That little scamp. We have Cinderace here fighting for this Regidrago. Couldn't hurt. There's no one else here. Meanwhile, the Hashiras are going to make another play for the bottom pad. But DLG sees that and I'm going to go for a score here of 87 points on top pad. Uncontested. Further securing their point lead. Hashiras are now taking positioning at the center location. Kyogre is going to spawn in about 15 seconds. We have Mimikyu bush checking with Shadow Sneak, but it just misses out. DLG is going to just deal with this Regieleki just off the board. Why not? And now they have to move in. Hashiras has all the positioning. There's the Shadow Sneak to put Serena in a frenzy. DLG has the point lead, so the ball's in Hashiras' court. Looks like they're going to want to close on this set on a victory. They're going to have to do so now. Throwable has an ult, but it has to pick the right target, and the ball has to be there. But who will be the target? If he picks anyone else but Mimikyu, it's going to get ulted. There's the Mimikyu Shadow Snake. That's an interesting choice. There's the Ultra Combo finish. Excellent pickup from the Hashiras. That moment of indecision from the Snorlax costed them there. They took too long to play it out. And it got ripped and secured immediately by Garchomp and Raichu. Down goes Cinderace, followed by Suicune. Oh yeah, that's a wrap up to the set here. 200 points for the Hashiras, 300 points for the Hashiras. The gap is widening. They actually don't even have to score anymore. Yep. Time to go home here. Vaporeon made it just back in time. DLG has to make a push in there. Oy, oy, oy. They have to win. They have to win the team fight and score. And they got about 30 seconds to do it. And it takes at least 20 seconds to get there. This set is done, folks. We got Hooper here making one last play, though. It's got one more ult. All hands on deck. Vaporeon actually slowing them down. Not everyone's going to be up there. Serena goes down. Cinderace goes down. Suicune goes down. Hooper goes down. That is a quad for the team. Double KO for Mimikyu. Game's over in 5. And that should be it. Game 3 goes to the Hashiras. That is the set. That is a 3-0 and a handshake. Final score, 436 to 237. Now, I will say that was a lot more competitive over for DLG, so good stuff for staying in the fight throughout the set. But the better team won today, and it shows. Let's see these final report cards for the last game here. We have Lagbra, the Raichu, 130 points scored, 8 KOs, and 7 assists, 87 overall rating. Good stuff there. Tied for the most kills with Mimikyu, who did a fantastic job himself. So yeah, that's all she wrote, folks. A very exciting set from both players and both games. GG's to everyone. Well, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. We're gonna wrap up here. And stay tuned, we got some more matches coming out on Friday. We're gonna see who's playing. I should be able to cast that one. On Friday, we got For Fun versus Outlaws. I'll be playing that set myself, so tune in. Stay hydrated. And remember, take a break from Ring. But don't forget the trial Zapdos. It should be out later tonight. Had fun with that one. He zaps a lot. Stay frosty, folks.